Hey guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I'll be rating a new Shrine of Secrets, Wednesday the 3rd of March 2021. Now, as I said last week, we're kicking straight into March today. So yeah, time's really fucking flying, as I said. If you're new to this series, what I do each week, I go over the perks on the new Shrine of Secrets, I rate them out of 10, I give my reasoning and why, and at the end of the video, I recommend one perk you guys should buy at the shrine. So before I get into it, if you could drop a like and subscribe, I really appreciate that. As I said again, I do appreciate 400 subs. And yeah, let's jump right into today's shrine. So the first perk is called Nemesis. This is the only teachable perk. So what this perk does, a survivor who blinds you, stuns you using a pallet or locker, becomes your obsession. Anytime a new survivor becomes your obsession, they are affected by the oblivious status effect, which means you, the killer has no terror radius for you, but you can still see the red stain, and have this effect for at level 1 40 seconds, at level 2 50 seconds, and at level 3 1 minute, and their aura is revealed to you for 4 seconds. What I rate this perk out of 10? Probably a 4.5. Now I know that may seem a bit too low for some people who probably use it a lot, but this perk's okay. I would rate it higher if it was the old Bubba with Nemesis and play with the food combo, but that combo with Bubba is pretty shit now in my opinion, because obviously Bubba basically has it already built in with his charges. Nemesis isn't terrible, but I just feel like it can't really synergize with other perks like play with the food, and probably save the best for last. But yeah, that's really it. They're not that viable, them combos anyway, so I think this perk's really weak since the Bubba rework. Just my opinion. Let's move on to the second perk. So the second perk is called SelfCare. This is Claudette's teachable perk. So what this perk does, unlocks the ability to heal yourself without a medkit at 50% of the normal healing speed, and this increases the efficiency of medkit self heal by at level 1 10%, at level 2 15%, and at level 3 20%. Would I rate this perk out of 10? Probably a 5. Yes, believe it or not, I rated SelfCare higher than Nemesis, but like, let's be honest, SelfCare like obviously isn't too great, that's why I rated it 50, but 50-50, but it isn't terrible, I don't think. I mean, if you're playing solo survivor and you just get potato teammates, then SelfCare can come in hand. So if you're playing solo, I recommend using SelfCare, honestly, even at the higher level sometimes, but just don't get carried away with it. But I don't think it's terrible, I don't think it's really good, so that's why I rated it a 5. It's just my opinion again. Let's move on to the third perk. So the third perk is called Streetwise. This is Nia's teachable perk. So what this perk does, reduces item consumption rate by at level 1 15%, at level 2 20%, and at level 3 25% for you and the allies within a range of 8 meters. Once out of the range, this effect persists for 15 seconds. What I rate this perk out of 10? Probably a 3. Yeah, I mean, it may sound cool on paper with the reducing item consumption to what speed, whatever the fuck it is, but like, it's still gimmicky as fuck. I just think that, I mean, 25% isn't bad, but like, really you're gonna use a perk just to get 25% back? You might as well use built to last. That gives you 50% back. Yeah, it doesn't give you your add-ons back, but neither does this, I don't think. But either way, it's still not that good in my opinion, and I don't think it's worth a perk slot. Unless you're a 4-man, then maybe, but that's situational. But this perk just running on your own, or at least a 2-man, is pretty shit. Just my opinion once again. Let's move on to the fourth and final perk. So the fourth and final perk is called Surge. This is the Demogorgon's teachable perk. So it's very rare we have a demo perk on the shrine, and yeah, putting a survivor, what this perk does, putting a survivor in a dying state with a basic attack only, instantly causes all generators within a radius of 32 meters to explode and begin regressing. Generators affected by Surge immediately lose 8% of their progress. Surge can be triggered once every at level 1 1 minute, at level 2 50 seconds, and at level 3 40 seconds. Would I rate this perk out of 10? Probably a 5 as well, or 5.5. I mean, I've seen this perk in tournaments, or just even at the higher levels sometimes in public matches. I don't think this perk's terrible, but the cooldown kind of makes it a lot weaker, because without a cooldown, yeah, it's basically a quarter of a pop, if that makes any sense, or just something like that. But like, it's okay. I mean, only 8% loss every 40 seconds at level 3, and what if someone's on a gen, then they can just tap it. So this perk's once again situational, it just really depends who's on the gen or not. And yeah, I think this perk's not terrible. That's why I rate it 5.5. But I don't think it's the best. Obviously, I don't think it's even great. Personally, I just don't think it's great in general. But yeah, it's not terrible. Let's move on to the final thing of today's video, which is one perk I recommend you guys buy up the shrine. So the one perk I recommend you guys buy up the shrine Wednesday, the 3rd of March 2021, is obviously Surge. Now I'm not choosing Surge because I rated it the highest. I'm mainly choosing Surge because it's better than all of them. Now, don't get me wrong, all of these perks in general, just next to every killer perk in the game, are shit. Even if Pop was on here, Pop would easily be the highest. If Barbecue was on here, Barbecue would be easily the highest. If fucking Discordance would be on this shrine, Discordance would be the highest. I think all these perks are shit, but Surge is better than all of these on here, on this Shrine of Secrets, but it's still shit. Anyways, what are your ratings, what are your thoughts? Let me know. I rate this whole shrine 3 out of 10, or even 2 out of 10. I think this whole shrine is shit as well. And I'll see you guys in the next week on the next shrine. Peace.